Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to the final weekend of OOTP's Legends League Season 4. We have some playoff races for you. Let's take a look at the standings as of right now. As you see the standings, Boston's won their division. Kansas City actually have not won their division, but they have a manager number 1, which means either a Kansas City win or a Cleveland loss would mean that Kansas City would clinch the Central. Boston won the East, Oakland's won the West, Detroit's won the North, and Houston, just like Kansas City, all they need is a win or their second place team to lose, which is Texas, and they have the division. Because the division, you are a top 5 seed guaranteed. And then actually, the Mets are the same thing. They have a magic number 1, so they need either a win or a Phillies loss to do so. Win their division. The Reds, same thing. They need to win or have Pittsburgh fumble it to qualify. In the West, the Giants are in. In the North, well, Colorado and Montreal are battling in the North. So we don't know how big this will be. There will be no, we're not doing Colorado Montreal because the magic number is not a high number, is a high number. So we're going to wait for tomorrow for Colorado Montreal to worry about it. They don't face each other, they face other teams. Atlanta's won the South. As we look at the wild card, the Yankees are locked into the 6th seed. So the 5 division winners get 1 to 5. The Yankees are the 6th seed for sure. Cleveland and Texas are fighting it out. The Angels and the White Sox still have a chance, although the White Sox will need to win and win out. Texas has to fuck everything up. So for Cleveland and Texas, if their division things go for crap, then they got to look for the AOL card. Because both Cleveland and Texas lost yesterday. Angels and White Sox won yesterday. So they're still there. But there is going to be a fight for the 7th seed and the 8th seed because those matter for who you play. In the NL wildcard, the Dodgers are thrown into the 6th seed. Philly is in. The defending National League champs are in. The Marlins have a magic number of 1 over Montreal, St. Louis, and Pittsburgh. If the Marlins win, then practically they're in. But they'll need the Cardinals, Pirates, and Expos all to fuck up. She knows. So then that means all the wildcard spots will be taken, but there will be a fight between Philly and Miami for 7th. As we are looking at the as the wildcards, as we look, we have Boston at 111 wins and Oakland at 107. We know for sure Boston will be the 1 seed and will face number 8. Oakland will face number 7. And it could be a fight between Cleveland and Texas to see who fights Boston. Detroit, Kansas City, and Houston are all jostling for that 3 seed, which means they'll face the Yankees. Now, who wants the Yankees? I don't know. But anyway, they'll be jostling for the 3 seed to face the Yankees, and then the other 2 teams will face each other. As of right now, I don't know. I think it's Detroit who technically has 3rd place. The Yankees have 106 wins, so they're technically 1/3, but, that's the trouble. Boston won the division. On the other side, the Giants are your number 1 seed in the NL. Atlanta is number 2 for sure. The Mets are almost certain to be the 3 seed, which means that the NL Central and the NL North, the winners will face each other, with Cincy technically having home field. Well, the Dodgers with 107 wins are technically 3rd, but just like the Yankees, that's not going to matter because they're wildcards. They didn't win the division. The Giants did. Phillies and the Marlins both have more wins than the NL North winner. Probably will, too. So we're going to be focusing on 6 games today. I did manipulate some times to try to do blockage. Well, anyway, let's look at the games in the American League that don't matter. Yankees and Cleveland do matter because of Cleveland. 2017 Astros 29 A's. It was Houston winning 11-7. Morton meets Ken Giles to save. Boston, their game doesn't matter because they know they're the 1 seed. And they win 7-3. Cy Young puts up win number 22. The Blue Jays game doesn't matter because the Blue Jays are out. And they win 11-6. Eichhorn, thanks to 5 runs in the 8th, beats Carlo Willis. Seattle's game doesn't matter. They're not going to be in the playoffs. They lose to the 27 Yankees. Pipgrass beats Iwakuma with Forden Lee pickup save number 38. Tampa and Kansas City does matter because of the fact that Kansas City still needs the 1. Baltimore, their game doesn't matter. They lose 2-0 as Red Faber throws the shutout against Moose Messina. Detroit, Minnesota kind of matters. Doesn't matter. Detroit's in, but they need a win. And they lose to the Twins as by 11 beats Bunning Nathan the save. So the Twins beat the Tigers. That could be big for third place. 0-1 Mariners, 11 Rangers. That game doesn't matter. Rangers win 4-2 as Ogando beats Pinero Tateyama-san, gets the save. Houston's game, well, it will matter because of the whole fact of that game is critical because that is for the division. 85 Royals, 70 Orioles. That doesn't matter. Baltimore gives up 5 runs but still wins the game. Phoebus beats Danny Jackson. Oz picks up the save. White Sox, Angels. That does matter because that they have to face each other for a wild card thing. And we're going to do 6 matches, so we will have to quick play it. And it is the White Sox who win, who might have ruined it for the Angels. 4-3 Sale beats Weaver. Wilhelm picks up the save. But the White Sox still have to win out. The Angels could screw the White Sox over. Oakland, they know they're the 2 seed. They win in the 12th as Harden beats Sergio Martinez, excuse me. That the Rangers game, that's critical because that Texas game actually does matter because of what Houston does. The 2004 Red Sox against the 2020 Rays, and that is a 3 in the 9 for the Rays to win. Anderson beats Holmes. All right, so we're going to start in the National League with Milwaukee versus. Actually, no, we're going to look at the San Diego Pittsburgh. That game does matter because it determines the whole ordeal. Arizona Montreal, that kind of does matter. Does Montreal win? Yes, sir. 9-5. Urbina beats Webb 4 in the 8th, and Wetland picks up the save. So now Colorado's got to win the match. The Giants, they know they're the 1 seed. They lose 3 in the 9th, thanks to Charlie Johnson. Romo is the blown save, but it doesn't matter. Cubs, they know they're out. They get shut out. Ramos, big win over Sutcliffe. Eastwick, the save. The 54 Giants win 12-1, and Danelli beats Joey Hamilton. The 55 Dodgers win 6-4. Padres beats Tollbridge. Mike Marshall picks up save number 7. Kind of fine. Atlanta, they know they're the 2 seed. They beat the 07 Rockies anyhow. Necro wins number 21. Myers loses. Kimbrough picks up save number 40. Philly LA, that does matter. Kind of matters in the wild card hunt because of the whole thing. Yeah, the Dodgers are the 6th seed. Philly's trying to beat them to be the 7th seed. And Dodgers win 11-6. So that kind of helps the Marlins out a little bit. Drysdale beats Carlton. Yeah, Drysdale should be playing more. Cardinals, they need a win to keep pace with the Marlins. We'll keep an eyeball on that. 86 Mets to 80 Phillies. Don't matter. And a rain delay game as the 80 Phillies win in the rain 6-2. Walk beats Gooden. That's a rarity. But Marlins, that game does matter. 2019 Nats win 10-7. Rainey with the win over Humphreys. Doolittle picks up 21st. Reds game matters. And the Rockies, they win in the 9th. They walk off the 60 Pirates to keep the 1-game lead over Montreal. If they didn't, it would be a tie. We would do a tiebreaker game on Monday. All right, so our first game we're going to keep our eyeballs on is the Brewers and the Mets. And all that. So the Brewers are not going to make the playoffs. The Mets, they need to win to clinch the division. The Brewers know that they're basically done for. So J.J. Hardy will come in and play. And left field will be Jeff Jenkins. Yeah. Or is it Bill Hall? No. Yeah, the rule is it has to not be a cold guy. So Bill Hall will make his first appearance of the year. Jeff Jenkins will play. So I think that Burnett Thomas will be the number 4. Burnett's will be number 5. Jenkins, Hall, Vignette, Ellie. With Tommy Harper. Yeah, Tommy Harper was he picked up by somebody? Well, he plays for Milwaukee. Well, Seattle/Milwaukee, the Seattle Pilots. Hundley's catching, Dykstra's DHing. Everyone else has played over 100 games. The wind is blowing from left at a massive differential. So because this is going to be big for the Mets, we are going to simulate every Milwaukee inning. That. So Tom terrific, 16-6. He's pitching, trying to get the Mets to the division. He was 17th last year. Tommy Harper third. So Tommy Harper, the former Seattle Pilot, playing third. Cecil Cooper playing DH. Prince Fielder at first. Gorman playing center. Jeremy Burnett playing right. Jeff Jenkins in left. Bill Hall short. Randall at second. Vina at second. And Ellie Rodriguez at. We are going to simulate the happening. New score. Benchie 10-14 was 13-12 last year. Lenny Dykstra will lead us off. Here in the bottom of the first. Next round, Chopper. Someone's gotta get it, and they can't. Paul can't get his job. He'll take it. Here comes Fernandez. Got him! Poof, he's gone. Nice job by the catcher. Here's Strawberry. Runner goes, and it works. Dykstra will get a steal. Is 18. Today's game ready by Visa and Yahoo! Strawberry. Sashi, goodbye. Just that breaking ball. And here comes Jeff Kent. Kent, chop with the center. Looks catchable. It is catchable by Gorman, and the Mets can't do anything about it. Brewers can't do anything in their half of the second, so here's Bobby Bones. Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla, the second throw. Got it. 4-3 on that one. Here comes Todd Hundley. Hundley down the line. Picked up easily by Prince. Two down for Cleon. Cleon. Rushing. Goodbye. Curveball. Nice job by Ben Sheets. Under the third. We're going to do the half inning. Milwaukee scores a run. So here comes Ashburn. Ashburn now go to short. For the first. Cutter. There you go. Up there. And now here's Bud Harrelson. Harrelson. Drive field. Diving play by Jeff Jenkins. Only seen the run. He got it. And here comes Dykstra. All four. Big strike. Big walk, and here comes Fernandez again. Fernandez slices it, but Vina throws the first fake out there for the Brew Crew. Brewers score another run. It's 2-0. The Strawberry. Oh, yeah. With the stinker sinker. Yeah! Next. There's the steal. Nice. Strawberry puts it. 10. Can't grab ball. Second, easy to go first, and nice job by Pena. Early move third with 1 out. But yeah, we like an RBI right now. The center, curving, beautiful. That was a big ball. The number by Bobby Bones, and the Mets are on the board. That's 80 of RBI, and here comes Todd. Ball for another one. Right. On the center. And nice for the Norman. And go for that's right. Good ball, base hit. They're going to go to the time run. They are. And it's safe. Ashburn ties her up at 2. First got him. That's tied score, 2-2. They need this win to win the division. Leading 2-0 now, Got out. Big strikeout by Sheets on the Chanchet. Ball the second, throw the first, that's 2 outs. Here comes the Strawberry. All 4. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. Kent. Big ball to center field, but Gorman makes the catch. Beautiful catch. We're still tied 2-2 after 5. Into the 6th, Milwaukee scores a run, so that's going to punch the 4th timeout. And they are warming up Howard and Apadapa. Bobby Bones. Lead off. You drive center field. It's curving. It's out of here. Like that big apple. Bobby Bones. Goes deep do. What can you do? It's 3-3. 440 feet. Now that ball, because of that beat, the win. Castro and Plesac are going to warm up for Milwaukee. Here's Hundley. Let's play 4-2. Cleon. sheets will flip it to first. 2 down. Here comes Ashburn. Ashburn. Coach off to right. This will bounce base hit, but they take the 100th base hit. Well, they take it on the bounce. Here's Harrelson. Harrelson chops it. Someone's going to get it. Oh, third base. There it is. Third base. That will be Harper makes the catch. 3-3 after 6. Seaver pitch to Hall. Not Hall. Nice job. Fastball. That's strikeout number 8. Here comes Pena. Pena down the line. That will be at least a single or maybe a double. It will be a double by Pena. Big hit for him. It's a double, and that's going to bring the bullpen up. Apodaca. He has a pretty big good grade, so let's see what he does here. Elliott now on the third. Nice throw to first. Battle. Nice drop by Bonilla. At the top. In-time home run. Here's Harper. Harper will pop up. And Apodaca does his job. In the 7th. It is. So Plesac is going to come with the catch. Flips it to center. This could be big. This is over Gorman's head. That's a double. A double by Dykstra. Trying his best, but he failed. Double by Dykstra. Hernandez. And by the short, runner will move to third. Nice job by Hernandez. Runner moves. Now Strawberry. He's getting RBI. Strike 3. No! Strike 3. He went around. Now Pennant. And he doesn't get it. Pena robs him. But he gets the 5th. 3-3 after 7. Apodaca back up against Cooper. Not in. Big strike out there in Cypress. Here comes Prince. And on the first, step on first by Hernandez. Kicks 2. Over out. Maybe. Reformer. Owen's been a thorn in everyone's side, but he grounds out 6-3. So Apodaca does 3 of 3. I think well, yeah, little winner for Cleveland. Lockwood is kind of first. The Vitez is the leader. The Vitez and Franco is first. Exactly. Yeah, to the left. Looks like catch. Screws have it. And that's a catch by first. Jeff James. Here's the center. And a nice catch by Ford. There's Leon. Apodaca is the next. And there's a Yep. Will come in from the chip. Anyway, Apodaca gets him on the basketball. Now we've got Jenkins. We're going to take him out, and it's going to be Braun who's going to come in to pinch hit. Braun will go to the left. This will be caught. Right, Cleon. 2 down. Go Hall. And Sturhawk comes in to pinch hit. Sturhawk, that's a base hit. Runner on. And I believe that's going to be the end of him. Pena's a lefty, so it is going to be John Franco who's coming to finish it off. Yeah. And they're going to hit him. And it's going to be Don Franco who's going to come in to pinch hit. That's Franco. Money drives it to right center. That could be trouble. That'll bounce to the wall for a double. Sturhawk will out. Now we've got and then it's going to be Hazel who well, I think this is going to be just to get the time. in the works. I can look at the big light. Watch it. Shortstop, drawn to the left. 20. We got 93 seconds. 93 seconds. It's right. Yeah. See, the center of second. Oh, now you got tight still. Mariano, which will go fastball. Hernandez. Hernandez goes to the left. Will go to the flipper range. And he makes the catch. It's 2 down. One catch. All 4 bases are loose. Now comes the Jeff Pennant. We're going to let him hit. Pennant to left. It's his game. Oh, right to ball. That's where the bases. We got free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Free baseball. Shortstop. Right out. Right out. Right out. Out. And out. Let me hope we're not going to hurt. It's over. Over. Right field and into the glove of one over. Nope, here comes Cesar Cooper. Figures it's ready to go. Right there. Now about the second, nice throw to first for Kent. Down for Fielder. He's got 47 home runs. Fielder. Sliding play by Reyes. What a catch. Beautiful catch. We're tied at 3. We go for the of the 10. That was third base. Cooper can play third. Cooper says he can play third. So Cesar will play third base. He's the pitcher spot. Must come in. Top below. Oh, center. Gorman should be able to make the catch. He does. One down for
Strike 3.
Got him. On the other half. 99 miles per hour, and the pitch ain't what hit me. And now, and McReynolds is going to come in. The pitcher. I think he's on a base. Might as well check those things. McReynolds, throw over third. Play by Cooper. Nice job by Lenny. First, look on the top. Two done. It's going to peel out with the without the hard and then put it on it. It's up to it. So Stearns is going to come and catch. Stearns will catch and Reynolds is going to left it. John Stearns is going to open. Catch. And Reynolds is going to come back. Don't take it down. Right. And we have shortstop. You go on fastball 92. And now line Braun. Braun golfs at the center, but this will be caught. Nice job by Allen. Get the 1-2-3 inning. Wheel at the bottom, wheel up. For God's sake. For 5. Yeah, if you go over for 5, you've got to. It's good. The Philly's going to come in. Some guys. The first guy. Philly goes. You go to the 12. I feel like you could. It's very simple. I think you can hang it out. That's 69. Nice. Fun money versus drives it to left field, but it's a catch. On the griddle. Down for Thistle. Read on. Nice job by Thistle. Love. One active group At him, they sure do. Ouch. Another time. Have 10 open time. Well, you might as well just pizza when you can. Not now, right? Pizza on third. That's pizza's good. Now, look at the next one. Crosses the plate, and the Mets win 4-3. The question now, what a game. The Mets in the 12th win on the walk-off as Ashford bobbled it. Ashburn did his job, and the Mets are now the champions of the East. The game against the Phillies games don't matter anymore. Philly doesn't matter anymore. Seaver, Apodaca, Franco, Allen. Nice job after Seaver by Apodaca, Franco, and Allen. Pleasant and Turnbull did well, but John Axford bobbled it. Pizza was injured. Now the question on my mind is, how injured is he? So the game is to 4:21. Now the Cleveland game is 4:21. Now so the Cleveland game we have to. So the Philly game doesn't matter. Yeah, Philly. Oh well, Philly lost to the Dodgers, so yeah, Philly lost to the Dodgers, so the Mets win the division anyhow. I forgot about that. Okay, so Cleveland. They have to face the Yankees on home turf. And we will simulate to the ninth inning because it's like 4:20 was when the game ended. Game in control. Game in control. The Yankees, well, Nettles is hurt. Jeter does play third base a lot, so Jeter will play third base. Cleveland, we got Dallin O'Neill, Bob Feller, and John Romano will catch. Albert Bell will play left field. They do have to face Andy Pettit, so they are going to put Jeff. They're going to put Jeff. They're going to put Colafito and Rosen up over Jeff Heath when playing from center. So it's Pettit versus Feller. Cleveland needs to win to keep to have a that Cleveland wins. They're in the wild. They're in as a wild card at worst. It will depend on what Kansas City does. But the Yankees are hot right now. They've won 18 in a row. The defending champs have been on fire. People thought the Yankees were never going to make the playoffs. Well, they're in the playoffs. They're in the I cough. We have to simulate to the 9th inning because that is it's like 4 o'clock Eastern time. We're trying to keep up to the Joneses of all that. We have 6 games for them. And of course, the next game if Cleveland loses, then the Kansas City game won't matter because Kansas City will win the division and we're continuing to the 9th. It is 5-0 Yankees for Cleveland. Nick Jones will pitch to Bill Dickey. Yeah, so Bill Dickey. So Jones to Dickey. 0-4. With the base runner, and now it's Joe Gordon. They're up by 5. I think they'll be okay. And it will be Tony Lazzeri. Push him up, Tony, who will pinch hit. Lazzeri, ground ball. This could be a good play. It is a double play. Bad luck by Lazzeri, but it doesn't matter. Now here's Jeter. And they're going to kill him, and it's going to be, holy cow, Phil Rizzuto coming to the plate. Rizzuto drives it to left and into the glove of Heath, who makes the catch. Yankees are 5-zip. Bob Shockey. Oh, I'm actually shocked. I thought they would have went for, then I would have put Dickey out. It would be 2nd and 3rd. Sorry to play 2nd. Rizzuto might as well. Might as well. Rizzuto will play third base. So Rizzuto will play third. Lazzeri goes to 2nd. Shockey is thrown 2 innings. Al Rosen's over 3. And they're pretty much going to concede the game, I think. So Joel Sewell is going to come in and do the game. How about the 3rd? Rizzuto to 1st. Got him. Nice job. 1 out for Heath. He hasn't done anything today. Kelly Shoppich is going to come in to pinch hit. Drives the ball to left field, but it's caught by DiMaggio. 2 down for Bill Bradley. And Frank is going to come in because why not? Frank to left field. This will bounce for a double, so that's something positive for Cleveland. And they got a runner on second base. You got Uba. Albert Bell is going to come in to pinch hit. And a pop-up. So that will do it. And the Kansas City Royals are going to win the Central. And Cleveland's chances to clinch are... What time is that game then? 4:37. 4:38. So came in at 4:38. Okay, so Kansas City's game actually does not matter. Because they already know they've won. 5-0 Yankees. Pettit does his job in 6 innings of work. They've won 19 in a row. Where the heck was this when they needed one for the division? Pettit went 6 innings. Shockey went 3 innings for the save. His ERA dips to decimal 6.9. Feller went 5 in the 3rd. Bastano and Jones did come in relief. So Kansas City knows their game is meaningless with Tampa because Cleveland couldn't do the job. They lose the game anyhow. 5-4. Garza beat Saberhagen, McGee the save. But because Cleveland couldn't do the job, they win the division. So So we're going to look at Houston next. They're getting against the 2002 Angels. Houston knows a win. They are in as the NL South champions. So they qualify. We got Kansas City won their division. Cleveland did not. Yeah, Cleveland did not. Mets are in as the division winner. But yeah, we got to check on Houston now. Yep, we have to check on Houston because are they good? Jose Nieves at third base. Sean Figgins will play third base. Houston has got some hot batters, so we are going to. It's Scott versus Penny. So we're going to play the Houston game. We will hit 438. And yes, we will be doing Houston's at bats, not Anaheim. So we're gonna till we hit 338. Because it's an hour. 337. Okay. So it's bottom of the fourth, Houston up 2-1. Glenn Davis at the plate. It's a deep to center back, and that will be at least a double in the Astrodome. So Davis will get a double. 20th double, and now here comes Hidalgo. Hidalgo down the second, through the first, got him. Nice job, Reynolds moves to third, and now Reynolds. Can he get an RBI? The answer is yes. And a ground ball that couldn't do anything. So Houston's up 3-1, looking like they want to win the division. There's Osmus. Ooh, ball four. 4 pitches. Penny's in trouble. Here's Cesar Cedeno. Cesar, ground ball. They will get the out, but Houston gets a run to keep their lead at 3-1. They build their lead. Mike Scott, we will see the half inning, and it's 3-1. Brad Penny might be coming up soon. Here's Biggio. Biggio, ground ball to short, throw the first, got him. It's 1 down. And here comes Berkman, who has one of the 2 RBIs before the 4th inning. But he goes down. Penny gets him on a splatter. And now here's Bagwell. Down on the first. 3 up, 3 down. So Penny does his job. But Houston still leads 3-1. The division could be theirs. 3-1. And now Penny to Kennedy. Releases one to center. But it looks catchable. Is catchable by Palmero. 1 down for Davis. Davis golfs at the right, and this will be caught by 7, 2 down for Hidalgo. Hidalgo lines at the left, and that'll be out. So Penny's doing well. Both teams with 4 hits. Onto the 7, onto the bottom of the 7. It's 3-1, and Penny's throwing a lot of pitches. 73 Reynolds. Reynolds will lace one in back. I believe it's the line for. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the line for Penny in a sense. They are going to enter. Gary Turnbull and Lou Pote are going to warm up. Here's Osmonds. They try steal. Got it. Nice steal by Reynolds, his 4th. Doesn't play much. He was the shortstop after Vaughn went down with the injury. Ground ball short. For the first by Eckstein. Got him. And Cesar. Got him. And he gets him for that's straight out number 2. Biggio. Golfs at the right. And clear the launch pad. It's Guillaume. Mr. Big Stuff. 5-1. Got him, strike 3, but that will be the end of Penny's day. A 2-run home run by Biggio makes it 5-1. Mike Scott's throwing a lot of pitches. We're going to go ahead and do the 8th inning. Here's Sean Figgins. Big on. Slide piece. Strikeout number 5. Here comes Eckstein. Eckstein to left field and into the glove of Berkman. That's 2. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy chokes up but this will be big. And Mike Scott has done pretty well on clincher day, just like he did in 1986 in real life. 5-1. Lou Pope is going to come in to pitch. Jeff Bagwell. You're going to take Jeff Bagwell out of the game? Are you serious? In Houston? Bagwell will fly to center, and nice catch by Palmer. One down for Cameron. And Cameron is going to be yanked, and it's going to be Morgan Ensberg who's going to come in. They're going to try to do something here.
Strike 3.
But he strikes out on the breaking ball. And now you got Glenn Davis. And it's going to be Mark Bailey who will make his Legends League debut. And he grounds out. I thought that would have been nice. He was getting hit by it. Ground ball out, and Houston still has the 5-1 lead. Mike Scott's thrown a lot of pitches. Morgan Ensberg will go to third base because third base was taken over. 5-1. 41 pitches. So Dotel and DePino are warming up. They might use Dotel for the save, but Dotel and DePino. Scott's throwing a lot of pitches. Salmon is going to greet him. Now on the second, throw the first. Nice job, Bud Hughes. And now for Ferdinand. Popped up. And Biggio does it again. 2 outs. 1 more to go. Back over. 1 more to go. All 4. Don't go away yet. About to walk, and here that's Biggio. Red Glass is a really good bat on the bench. They have to use him. And that's a wild pitch. Here's Ross. Ross to right field. This will do it. The Houston Astros are the AL South champions. They've won the division 5-1. They did it. Mike Scott wins number 19, and Houston wins, which means Texas, their game is meaningless. Yep, so the Texas game is meaningless. 5-1. Mike Scott's now got 19. Wins Penny, loses 5 and 6. Not half bad. Didn't he play for someone else? Well, he played for the Marlins Legends, and then they didn't let him. But anyway, Mike Scott does the job on clincher day. Texas against the 84 Rangers. They win anyhow, 7-1. Rogers beats Jack Morris. So Texas knows their wild card standing. So that's all the American League action. Now we go to the National League. Can the Marlins win and clinch a playoff berth? And the Cardinals, that's for. So if the Marlins win, then practically the Cardinals game is meaningless. So the Marlins will face the 1906 Cubs. What do we have for time? 43 minutes. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We'll simulate the 1906 Cubs. Sheffield is a little cold. Quivera is cold. Infante is going to come in to play second. Well, you got Ed Rose back. Mike Lowe will DH. He shouldn't bat first. No, he shouldn't bat first. It will be Chuck Carr who'll bat first. Lowe will bat 8th. The 1906 Cubs. Evers is a little under the weather, so Pete Lamer is going to come in to play second base. Frank Chance is not doing so well. Jim Murray will come in, who's over 14. Sully Hoffman is a little hurt, so Slagle will play center and Joe Tinker out. Peaches Graham will play shortstop, so I think it's basically a give up. Jimmy Slagle will bat first. So I think this is pretty much a give up for the Cubs because they don't really have any like bats and clean bats and all that. The 1906 Cubs know that they are going to be hosting the 2017 Houston Astros. I think so. Ed Rollback. Okay, we're at 14 minutes. We're going to go to the 7th. We're going to simulate to the 7th. Marlins up 4-1. Rollback should be kind of taken out soon. Willis and Azevedo are warming up. Here comes Giancarlo. Giancarlo flies it to right. Sliding play by Schultz. He makes the catch. Here comes Olu. Fly ball to the left. This will be down the line for a double. So Alu's got something to prove. A double. Yeah, if the Marlins win, then the Cardinals can't make it in. Colorado and Montreal, the loser can't make it in as an in. They clinch the wild card spot. But at least the third wild card spot. Here's Derek Lee. Pop up, easy play for Lamer. 2 down for Omar. And Bonte will rule for double. So he's got an RBI double. It's now 5-1 for the Marlins. They know they have a playoff spot right in their grasp. And they might. And they have to take Infante out. What? No, that will hurt. So Castillo will come in. Well, he's a pinch runner, but he also plays second base. So really, Castillo will have to come in. Roebuck Lowe. Azevedo is going to come in to pitch to Mike Lowe. But he plunked Lowe with the changeup. That'll hurt. Understatement of the year. Charlie to left field. Sliding play by Johnson, who makes the catch. Marlins are up 5-1. They are now getting closer and closer and closer to that playoff clinching spot. Armas will lead off. Here you are. Nice job by Johnson with the stinker sinker. His 6th of the day. Here's Reed. Ground ball the third. Throw from Cabrera. Got 1-2 down for Gil McDougall. And right at Cabrera. He didn't have to budge. Nice job by the pitching. Here's Carr. He gone on the Jeff Diamond pitch, aka a cutter. Here's Renteria. He gone on the fastball. 2 out for Cabrera. Now 4. Oh, he was hoping. He was hoping. Here's Giancarlo. Giancarlo golfs at the center, but it will be caught by Slagle. Makes the play. Marlins still up 5-1. Josh Johnson cruising along. Lamer, ground ball to short. And that'll be knocked down, so he's got a hit. Here comes Peaches. Ground ball, but ground, it will be a 5-4-3 double play. Now, one more. Pat Moran. Moran, ground ball to short. So the first, nice job by Renteria. 5-1 Marlins. Well, they're up 5-1. Cliff Lloyd is going to come in to pinch it for Alu. Be gone. Nice strikeout there by Acevedo. The Jeff Diamond pitch. Derek Lee's 1 for 3. They know they're going to clinch. Josh Willingham is going to come in to pinch it. And he gets plunked. Of course it would. Gets on base the hard way. And now we'll get D'Agostino and Willis warming up. Luis Castillo, who had to come in for Infante's injury. Castillo to left field. Bounces for a double. Castillo has got himself a double. Yeah, second base will be kind of a weird thing. Second and third for Lowe. All he's got to do is just lift one. He doesn't. He lifts his bat, strike 3. And now Charlie. The old rule is don't move your catcher. Charlie, base hit. That scores 1. Here comes the second run. Got it. A 2 RBI single by Charlie Johnson. Makes it 7-1. And here comes Chuck Carr. We're up by 6. So he's gone. Mike Redmond is going to come in to pinch it. Because why not? We go for a steal, but Johnson is out. Why would you steal? 7-1 Marlins. It looks good. It looks very good. So you need first, left, and center. First, left, center. First, left, center. Blake can be left. Josh can't play that. Lowe can play first. So they need a center fielder. And Cody Ross will come in to play center. So they'll put Cody Ross at center. Mike Lowe does play first base. So Mike Lowe will move to first base. 7-1, Jimmy Slagle. Yeah, they know they're pretty much dead. Joe Tinker is going to come in and walk. Okay. Got Schultz. They're going to let him hit. Schultz. Chopper. That works. Base hit. First and second. Oh, you might be in pain. They'll have to take Schultz out. Who's a good runner? And it's going to be Marrero. They're going to pinch run. They're going to pinch run, and Marrero is going to come into pinch run. And now Jim Murray. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, you can't hit. Johnny Evers is going to come in to pinch hit. Second. First. Got it. Castillo only player was the first. Second and third for Armas. Armas drives it to the left. Drops base hit. That was going to fly to left. So Armas gets an RBI to make it 7-2. And now you might need Brian Harvey to close it out. Harvey and Maselli are going to warm up. Here's Reed Johnson. Reed, they'll go the first or the second for one. Can't do it. It will be. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't go home with it. 7-2. I think they were going to concede the run. Here's Gil Madugo. Madugo down the line. That'll make it 7-3. So he's got a double. It's a double by Madugo to make it 7-3, and now you got Lamer. Oh, he's 2 for 2. Might as well let him hit. But he gone. That's it. Miami takes care of business, 7-3. They give up 2 runs in the ninth, but it doesn't matter. Josh Johnson does the job. That's their 101st win, and that means the Marlins are in the playoffs. They know that they're not going to win the division because that's Atlanta's job, but the Marlins are in as a wild card. A giant 7-3 win. Johnson does his job. Gets the win when he needed it. If Vontae was injured, that could hurt the Marlins. So the Cardinals know they can't qualify. And they do score 4 in the 12th to win. Sutter beat Chance, but that game does not matter. San Diego, Pittsburgh kind of does matter. Well, actually, we're getting close to the 50-minute mark. Yep. Pittsburgh lost 9-7. So the Padres won. Trafficki finally gets a win. Pennant loses Hoffman the save. So that does mean that Cincy's win the division automatically, and that Pittsburgh is OUT. The Reds do win the game 8-5. Soto beat Schilling. Gullet picks up the save, so the Reds make it. So we go to the 27th. There will be a lot of news and all that. So we now I think the only thing we're going to be watching for is the Rockies and Expos, right? I think in a sense. How about Coiler streak ends Philly. Wildcard clinched by Cleveland. Kansas City's the Central champs. The Angels are out. Texas is in the wild card. Texas secures a wild card. Houston secures top spot in the South. Cleveland clinched the. How did Cleveland clinch? I thought they lost. Houston secures the South. The Mets win their division. Reds win their division. Pirates are out. Marlins are in. Okay, that's the question. Is now everything is done? Is everything done? I guess so. There's only one race left. I thought for sure that the White Sox and Angels still had a chance. Now, I guess they needed Cleveland. Texas won. So Texas got the third wild card. So that's it. So every race is over. There's actually a race for third, fourth, and fifth between Detroit, Kansas City, and Houston. So we're going to have a race. Yankees have won 19 in a row. I can't believe it. They're at 107. There's still one race left. Actually, there is kind of a race because the Indians and Rangers are fighting for that second wildcard spot and the match against Oakland. If I were Boston, I would want Cleveland because it'd be an original matchup, and then Texas can play Oakland. I would go with Boston, Cleveland. But Cleveland and Texas do have to fight for the wild card because that does mean, who you face in the playoffs. As is Philly and Miami. I mean, who wants to face the Giants? Who wants to face the Braves? If I were you, I would go Braves, Phillies, and then the Marlins drop against the Giants. Yeah, Phillies and Marlins. Now, while the Expos still are in, they have a one game. They still have to beat Colorado. So yeah, Colorado and Montreal are. So basically, Colorado and Montreal are going to be fighting. Colorado has the one game lead. So let's just take a look at the pennant chase, especially for Colorado and Montreal, because there's still time. Colorado's got to deal with the 60 Pirates at home. They have Haddix and Gibbon, and the Expos have to deal with Heron and Kennedy. So, as in essence, Colorado has the easier of the schedule. I don't know what time those games are. American League, almost nothing matters, but we'll. So, Colorado and Montreal. Colorado plays at 4. So, Colorado plays at 4 o'clock. So, Colorado plays first. Montreal plays at. What time does Montreal play? 7:30. Okay, so Arizona, Montreal. So Arizona, Montreal. So Colorado plays first at 4 Eastern time, and then Montreal at 7:35. So we will. So tomorrow the double header. It'll be just a straight double header. Is the 60 Pirates taking on the Rockies Legends and the Cardinals, the Expos Legends hosting the Diamondbacks. If Colorado wins, then Montreal has to win. It's Heron versus Pedro, obviously. If the Rockies lose and Montreal wins, it's tied, and we will have to focus on that. Of course, that's the big thing. Of course, if Colorado wins, Montreal does not. Colorado wins the North, Montreal's out of the playoffs, and then we will actually keep our eyeballs on seeding because I think seeding will be the big story for Sunday. But today we will actually. So the 27th we will be focusing on the NL North battle between the Rockies and Expos, and that is all we need to do. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.